DINORHINO. I'd fuck with a boat.
Kind of.
You'd fuck with a boat?
You fuck in a boat?
Both.
Happened in front of a friend of mine. Hello there, sailor. Can you do the outer dance? Take your right flipper and slap it on your pants.
What the fuck? Am I the only one that's just witnessed that for the first time?
Everybody know what that's from. Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, this is why we're together.
And welcome to Always Room for More. I'm your host, Chris Moore. With me always, the beautiful Katrina Penny.
Hi, I'm Katrina.
And our two friends, Ryan and Spinny.
Hi there, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Spinny.
And as you can tell, we're already having a good time. And it's funny that Katrina was doing this because my topic today is, guys, what was your favorite childhood cartoons?
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, literally.
That is so perfect.
What is your favorite childhood cartoon? Do you guys have an actual favorite character? Like, what character represents you most? Do you think?
That's a good question.
Spinelli, bruh.
Yeah, from Recess. Yeah, you totally would be Smelly,
Yeah, I can see that.
right?
Totally,
For sure,
100%.
For sure.
I'm sticking with Pinky and the Brain, and I would definitely be, I enjoyed Pinky more. I definitely enjoyed
Who
Pinky
didn't
more.
love Pinky?
Yeah, true. Pinky
I was
Sue.
more of a brain guy.
That does not surprise me either.
Have I
Not at all.
mentioned the big debate on whether or not Brain's the genius or Pinky's the genius?
No, what is this? Is this like a conspiracy theory?
Oh,
No, I've heard
kind
about
of.
this.
So, the Brain wants to take over the world, or whatever, rule the world.
Same thing we do
But-
every day.
Yeah, right? But Pinky knows he's just a mouse and he can't do anything like that. So, like, is he not the genius because he's
Self-aware.
a self-aware mouse who
That-
knows he's a mouse?
And thinking about it, doing the same thing every day without, with the same result is the definition, or doing the exact same thing expecting a different result. Isn't that the definition of insanity?
Yep.
Right? So wouldn't Brain technically be insane?
Exactly.
And like the thing,
Well, he has
Right?
It has aspirations of world domination. I think
Yeah.
that is also another prerequisite.
But
I think you didn't have to.
the theme song says one is a genius, the
And the
other's
other-
insane.
Yeah.
Which one's which? Right? They make it seem like Pinky is the insane one, but it's really Brain because he is literally the definition of an insanity. Right? But I love that show, and it's literally taking everything in my power not to sing the theme song right now because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
We're all thinking it.
They think they do.
Yeah, Warner Brothers are pretty bad for copyright claims.
Right.
Like I know every word to that song.
We all do.
Well, let's smoke weed about it.
Yes.
All right.
Like, me and Ryan are a little older, and so we got different childhood, I think, cartoons that we lived through. I don't know. If you guys remember Biker Mice from Mars,
I never watched that.
right?
I've never even heard of that.
Right, but Ryan remembers it. It's basically like your
Yep, I do.
teenage Midget Newton.
Try that again.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But
Ninja.
they're biker mice from Mars.
Minja.
Oh God.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Is there a reference to something I don't know?
I was hoping to let it die.
Spin it. Do it. Do it.
Ninky Ninja.
Oh, thank Thank you. Okay. Anyway, the only reason I know biker mice from Mars is because I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah, I think me and Ryan talked about it before.
They're very similar to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Other than not being turtles.
Yeah, they're mice.
And there's
they're
They're
on
bikers
Mars.
instead
Yeah.
of mutants.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're, still
they're on
mutants.
Mars. Oh, they're still mutants?
They're from Mars.
Okay.
They
So they're
come
not
to Earth.
teenagers, though. Are they teenagers?
Maybe. At least they can drive. They're at least 18 or 16 at least. They can ride motorcycles.
Was it little teeny weeny biker game?
Well, one had like a metal arm and shit. Metal faceplate on like head like Kano from Mortal Kombat.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? Street Sharks.
Oh, I love that fucking show.
Do you remember
a badass show? You know,
I've heard of that one though,
Okay.
but I never watched it.
For context, Spinny and I are the same age. We're 93. And Ryan and Chris is 89, like born in 89, and you're 90,
Yep.
89, or 1990, right?
Yep.
So you're a little bit older, so you guys have, like you said, a little bit more.
Each show had like probably like a 2-3 year runtime.
Definitely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're talking about shows like Cyber 6 was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
I remember that show.
The show was dope. That show was awesome. The art style was so cool.
See,
Gargoyles.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh,
I remember that, but again, I think a lot of this is coming from you because you've brought up and watched a lot of like the old cartoons and stuff like that, and a lot of them I didn't really remember until you brought them up. I'm like, oh, okay, I recognize this a little bit, but I never sat and watched it. I watched really weird shit.
I watched one of my favorite shows growing up.
Well, Cyber 6 is pretty fucking weird.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a nerd. But
Oh.
back then it wasn't nerd. It was cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't too into the cards, but like that was a pretty decent show.
I
It
love
was
that.
a good show.
Yeah, I was
liked
into
the cards,
anime,
too.
so the anime style of it, the drawing style of it, I was really into, and I enjoyed watching it for that purpose.
Yeah, it was just so funny watching everyone take like a card game so seriously. I will beat you at a children's card game, and then you will die.
Fucking Pokemon?
Literally die. No, they were at least real monsters.
oh, true. I mean, you mean
Everything
the
else was
show.
just in their imagination,
Yeah.
except for like a little bit of it where they played with dice. There's a weird dice version of Yu-Gi-Oh that they played in the show.
I'm trying to think of a show that I would watch when I was like younger. Oh, when I would come home from school, I'd watch like Recess and Pepper Ann. Does anybody remember that show? Pepper Ann, she's too cool for 7th grade.
No, I think I might have remembered it.
There was it was like that typical Family Channel after school stuff.
Well,
you know.
Smitty made a meme or showed us a meme the other day that kind of reminded me of this also, like what maybe got this whole idea going. Angela Anaconda.
Oh my god, that show.
That show fucked me up. That
yes.
show's so weird.
It is so weird. I remember that show vividly, yes.
Yeah, it's like Uncanny Valley weird.
The way they just like cut out like newspaper clippings.
But it's like South Park, but like realistic South Park and weird.
well, yeah, because they use like pictures
And
of real
like
people.
black and white pictures.
Yeah.
They're like their skin color's black and white.
Yeah, it's almost like it was done by like a fucking like kidnapper.
Yeah. It's got that weird vibe.
It's weird. Oh man.
That show's like a fever dream. Like, okay, so also Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, yeah.
I like Jimmy Neutron.
I haven't
Twitchy.
watched that with my niece.
And apparently
niece.
the team that made it, anyone who's worked on it said making it was like a fever dream. Like it's like there's like sometimes like Jimmy Neutron's hair just clipped through the lockers. Like and you just like they like you're just trying your best. Like
Like I'm
back
trying
when-
to think of back when I was like really young, like more like public school age, but then I'm getting to like preteen era where I'm like maybe 11, 12, and I was really into Hannah Montana. I watched That's So Raven.
my sister was really big into that.
Yeah,
I
which
was
is like,
not.
but that's the thing is that your sister and I have an age gap, a decent age gap, and I was like, so the fact that it was still running, you know, they were doing reruns obviously because she stopped, but I remember when Hannah Montana first came out and I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever because I was around her age, right? And then That's So Raven was an obsession. All of those like Family Channel afternoon
Yeah.
shows, that was my jam back then.
Yeah, but those are cartoons.
No, those aren't
It's
cartoons.
shows for kids.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't watch a whole hell of a lot of cartoons. I used to watch.
Did you watch Card Captors or?
I used to watch Card Captors. I guess
Inuyasha?
sometimes when I think cartoons, I don't think anime. You know, like that isn't the first thing that pops into my head when I think of it. I kind of section that off in a different genre. Is that weird?
No, that's probably the good thing to do, because I always consider just cartoons like Dragon Ball Z. I would consider that the cartoon growing up is like one of my favorite cartoons growing up, kind of thing. Pokemon cartoon growing up.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I loved Pokemon. I still love Pokemon, but I loved the show. I loved.
Right.
The only thing about Pokemon I didn't love was the cards.
Yeah, they were hard to get into for me too.
Yu-Gi-Oh had the best cards. Pokemon had the best games. Digimon had, I think, the best show.
Me and Ryan go back to Pogs. That's what I fucking miss. Fucking Pogs.
Like, but Digimon had the best show.
I remember
and
Digimon,
and
yeah.
the little with the fucking
yep.
the little shaker.
Tamagotchi things.
Yeah, the little Digimon pocket things.
Yeah, yep.
Those were awesome. I
Digital
loved those.
monsters.
I always wanted the black one because I thought it was cool.
Right, I got like the blue and white one.
Yeah, same. I think.
I wish I still had it.
I only ever watched the shows. I didn't really get into like again the cards or the games until I didn't get into Pokemon games until I was older. I didn't get into video games period until I was probably about 10 or 11,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I've got quite a few of the cards still, like my old collection.
Pokemon.
The first full set, the
Probably
second
make
almost
some
full
good
set.
money on that.
I mean,
They're in good
Well, they
conditions.
got to be in pretty mint condition, so like you should probably sleeve them up as soon as you get them. Which I mean, they're in one of the big sleeves, but like I'm talking like individual sleeves for each card.
Yeah.
Then they're definitely in better condition as long as they're Gem Mint 10. And like funny story about our Pokemon cards and how we got most of our collection. You ever played a game called Closest to the Wall?
No.
This cracks
Yeah.
me up because like you didn't win Pokemon cards the natural way of battling someone. You fucking used them by throwing them against the wall.
What? Elaborate, Ryan.
So my brother, actually, this is how we got most of our collection. He used to battle the neighbors. I think it was JP and Dan, and some other kids from like Pond Mills. Eventually, when we moved, but he'd be like, "Yo, I'll want to play closest to the wall. Like, I'll play my Zapdos for your Charizard." I'm pretty sure he won Charizard that way. That's how we got Charizard. He played closest to the wall with him with his Zapdos, and he won. He threw it close to he threw the card at the wall, and it landed within a certain distance to the wall. And then the neighbor kid threw his Charizard card and tried to get it closest to the wall, and it landed, and it wasn't closer to the wall than the other card. And by kids' terms, like, even though we're like 10, like, this is legit set in law. You signed a contract. That card is now mine.
oh my god!
And like, he did it again. So the funny thing is that he played the kid again because he had 2 Charizards. And he's like, man, older, I'll play you again for my Charizard. And so my brother did it again. And he fucking beat him again and won 2 Charizards.
But they had to get thrown at the ground.
Yeah. Both played closest to the wall. And then, like, an hour later, he went home to his mom, and she came back. She's like, hey, this wasn't fair. Like,
Oh my
give me
gosh,
the card back.
that's hilarious.
Gave him one of the cards, but
Hey man, it was fair.
Only one of them?
yeah.
You get one, I get one.
Yeah, man, it's only fair that way.
That's
I
pretty
guess.
fucking funny that he got to keep one still. It's like, yeah, fine. I'll tell you what. I'll put you even. You can have one.
Oh, he probably went home and he was pretty upset. He was like, man, I lost one of the cards. I wanted to win it back. I didn't mean to play it. And then
Yeah.
and he's like, at least give me one of them back.
Fair.
That's fucking playground law, man. You can't just go
Yeah,
fucking
man.
tell mommy.
Oh man.
Lost
Yo,
fair and square, bitch.
I'll take some pictures for the podcast of this Zapdos card, and you'll be like, yo, that is a Gem Mint 2. As in no mint. Your
Beyblades.
mint, no mint.
Beyblades. Anybody?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Beyblades were so much fun to play with.
Beyblades were like a thing in my complex, and like all of the guys had it, and I was a little tomboy, right? So I always used to hang out with the boys, and I had a couple, right? So like my one neighbor had like one of the little battle arenas, right?
Those are sick.
And I remember sitting like, and our complex was very safe, so we could literally sit in the middle of the road. And it's one of those things where it's like, car, okay, move, right? So we'd be on somebody's driveway or off to the side somewhere, like in the middle of the road, and we'd just all be like playing Beyblades, right? And like, it was a lot of fun.
Rip.
Yeah, let it rip. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
So much fun. I used to make fun of Beyblades for the longest time when I first came out. I was like, what the fuck is this, a glorified fucking top? Like, when we were going that far back into the fucking Stone Age, that's our toys now. We're gonna have fucking spinning tops. Yeah. Then I fucking saw some kids playing with them and what they fucking did.
Sick. And they smashed them apart and shit.
Sparks fly and shit. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking hardcore.
This is metal as fuck.
Yeah, and then like you get to like if you're playing for like keepsies and stuff like that, right? There's different tokens in the middle, right, for different monsters, right? So you keep the token if you win, kind of thing.
Because there's a certain like mechanism on the side of the thing. If it hits it, it fucking unleashes that token, and you win the fucking token.
It was awesome. I freaking loved Beyblades.
It was like smashing Rock'em Sock'em Robots mixed with fucking tops.
Kinda, yeah. It was dope. I dug that a lot. Does anybody remember Kill the Carrier?
Well, that was just a regular game everyone played in the
No,
field.
I know, but it was dangerous and scary, and as a girl, not fun. Especially a girl that couldn't run very fast, okay? I was chubby.
We played some dumb shit in school. Quarters. Y'all play quarters?
What do you mean by that, quarters?
Yo, me and Chris have a different interpretation of quarters.
For me, quarters for us back in the day. You spin a quarter. You have to like balance it on the table, and then you flick it to spin it, and then every person down the line has to flick it without it dropping. Or flying off the table, and you have to keep it going. And the first person who stops it, you get it fucking flicked at him by the person who flucked.
Kind of like
Flucked.
kind of like Bloody Knuckles, but like
with quarters. We also play Bloody Knuckles, but Bloody Knuckles is just the like trying to go over the other person's hand and smack their knuckles with your other knuckles.
Well, the Bloody Knuckles, I think me and Ryan know, is where you take a quarter and you go like this against the table. You like make it like a V with your fingers. And you flick the corner.
It's the same thing
at someone's fucking knuckles. They're supposed to hold it there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you did those ones.
Yeah.
Oh, like the middle knuckles. We did these ones.
Whichever, I think.
But no, that was the game. But the thing is, you guys were just like, I hurt you. That's a game. Yeah. But like for us, we actually had like skill. You had to get good at flicking. I practiced and stuff like that, so I wouldn't lose. Like I was good at it.
Well, maybe there's more to it. I don't fucking remember.
But no, someone spins the quarter and then it goes around.
And we're doing stupid shit like the tough man challenge or whatever the fuck it is, where you hold a cigarette between your guys' arms, and the other thing where you give people smileys with the fucking lighter.
Yeah.
All of my guy friends in high school used to do that shit, and I just thought they were dumb.
Some of the only people, like, there's only one person I remember ever getting a smiley. Like, other people did it, but, like, this chick just melted her arm.
Well,
it went in, like, it was like with a torch or whatever, like, it was just red hot and just...
Yeah,
that's kind of cringeworthy.
Yeah, like, so she just had a big smiley burn mark there.
Yeah, I knew a few people...
Heavy scar.
A few people that were just like, here, watch me do this.
Well...
And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Why?
I didn't do it to myself, but I had it done to me. Only because what I had done was, one time we were all hanging out, like friends of mine, and we were all getting stoned downstairs in the basement. And I sat there with my lighter, and I just held it on for like a good minute. Just sat there.
Lighting it faster.
Yeah, just sitting there lighting it. No one understood. No one saw me do it or anything. No one paid attention to me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just reached over and I fucking put it on my friend's arm. And he fucking felt it at first and then moved because it was like, oh, fuck. And it dragged across his arm a little. And fucking got a little infected and shit like that.
Gnarly.
It was pretty bad.
So I remember seeing this.
Yeah, yeah, and he got me back later with a real smiley.
Is that why your name's Smiley?
No, do that because I just like to smile.
So
always smiling.
Coming back around to the actual question, because I think I'm the only person that actually answered with Spinelli. What character do you feel like you identify with the most was one of the parts of the question. So what cartoon character from your childhood do you think represents you or defines you or you kind of identify with as, you know, when you were watching it? Did that make a difference? Like I said, I really liked Spinelli. Like that was a character I really liked.
I mean, when we were younger, me and my brother like reenacted the first episode of Inuyasha over and over again. That's about it.
How does that make me love you so much more?
I don't even like Inuyasha. Like I was just like 7.
I loved Inuyasha. Okay, that was one of my favorite shows.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I would think the cartoon character that would represent me best, Daffy Duck.
Yeah. I have to edit a lot of Daffy Duck sounds from his microphone.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Despicable.
I can be.
Ryan's thinking hard about it.
Yeah, he's a deep.
I have no idea.
Same.
It's hard. And I wouldn't say I necessarily identify with Spinelli, but she was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
she's one of the first ones that pop into my head. Just go with a favorite character. Doesn't have to identify with you, just favorite.
I got fucking nothing.
Do you guys ever remember a show called Duckman?
Nah.
No.
Where the main character, Duckman, was played by George Costanza's character. What's his name? Jason Alexander.
Really? Are we
Yeah.
talking about DuckTales?
No.
DuckTales! Woo!
Dude. No, but Duckman was like an adult cartoon. I probably shouldn't have been watching it when I was watching it. I was kind of young, and it was about this like detective who's a duck, and it was in this world where animals and anamorphic and stuff like that. You know, like people were animals, and he had a wife that was like, you know, a bigger, taller duck, and everything like that. And he had 2 kids. A kid with like 2 heads, I think, on it. And it was a really weird show. And he lived with his grandmother, her mother-in-law, and it was like I said, an adult cartoon because there was like titties and you know, adult jokes that I probably didn't really understand back then. I kind of want to see it now to see what it would be like now that I am an adult.
Yeah.
You know what show popped into my head that I used to watch? It's not a cartoon, but I used to love with all of my heart, and is The Worst Witch.
Oh, right.
And the original Worst Witch that used to be on in the 90s, and I didn't know it was based on a book, and I want to get the book series now. But yeah, The Worst Witch and Mildred Hubble and all that, I used to watch the crap out of that show. And then they remade it on Netflix, and oh my gosh, I was so excited that they remade it.
Oh my God, I do know what Duckman is.
Oh, Ryan brought us
I
a
recognize
picture.
that.
Yeah, that little fucking guy. I remember him.
Where his glasses are his eyes.
Yeah, I remember that. I also remember Ren and Stimpy.
That show's
fucking
fucked.
great show. I mean,
That's a fucked up show.
I remember.
They should not be showing that shit to kids. That
No.
was weird.
I remember Ren and Stimpy.
I don't think it was on a kid's channel. Sorry.
It wasn't. It's one of
I
those
only watched
things
it when
where
I
it's
was a
late.
kid.
It's late night YTV, and you're freaking up too late. You're staying up way too late, and then all of a sudden you're watching undergrads and freaking.
that was Teletoon. No.
Oh, Teletoon, yeah. But like you're watching like a bunch of stuff you shouldn't be watching.
And they just put it on the kids' channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's late
yeah.
night kids.
So when your parents are out, doing, having a good time or at work and stuff like that, you're at home watching.
poisoned by the TV.
yeah, yeah.
You're normally watching like superheroes and stuff like that on this channel, all out of nowhere. Like, oh, do you guys remember Ripping Friends?
No.
Oh my God, yeah, that show was so stupid.
That was
I
also,
love it.
That was made also by the same people, I think, by the fucking Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking crazy stupid. But it was
Yeah,
fucking
just
stupid.
over exaggerated everything.
Does anybody remember Vaughn of the Yukon?
Yeah.
Oh my God, and he drank the pickle juice.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time.
Up your muckluck is where they lived.
I don't know if that's just a Canadian thing, but because
Might
it's
be.
it's
was
from the
Canadian,
Yukon,
yeah.
right? But,
He was a French Canadian.
yeah. Oh my God, that show was
Just in
ridiculous.
his underwear all the time.
Yeah,
See, that was my SpongeBob, I think, before SpongeBob came.
Yeah.
I used to watch that more than SpongeBob.
Frozen? Yeah, no, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that he was frozen for a length of time.
Yeah, you're right. Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Oh my god, I did.
All my favorite heroes have been frozen in time. Captain America, Iguana the Yukon.
Batman, wait, no, he didn't.
Well, he went back in time, so he might have been frozen in time at one point.
You remember how he
Did
got...
he go back in time?
Yeah, there's a long whole storyline where he gets sent back in time. And there's like,
Okay, someone else sent him there. Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't say Batman.
well, everyone would figure I love Batman watching growing up, but I'm not. I can't say I embodied Batman completely because no offense, Batman, I love you, but guns, man, they might help a little bit during the crime fighting thing. They got guns.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Arthur's got guns. It's fine.
You know, Punisher. He's not got the idea.
As I look at the Punisher mask on the wall.
That's Casey Jones.
I knew that. I definitely knew that. That's not even related to Punisher. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which also I watched as a kid, so I could have said that too.
I watched the live action one. Mm-hmm. The one where they're like people.
Rubber suits.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to watch that. Also, you brought up the name of it because I could not remember it. The show For Better or For Worse, where she draws the comics.
Right.
I was very, very young when I watched that, but I loved being able to see the artwork at the beginning of that show, like in her start to draw it and then kind of narrate it and then go into the show. Any kind of show that had that artwork. Wow, I've said the word show a lot. Why is everybody looking at me?
Because you're talking. It's not an is, that's it.
I'm a little paranoid.
That's the whole reason.
I'm just like, why is everybody staring at me?
Listening.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think it's funny because I think that show used to come on like after a couple of the good shows would be on, like Undergrads and all those shows would come on, and then that show would come on, and that's when I'd be like, oh, it's that boring family show. Like,
How late would I stay up? Jesus Christ. Like, I was young when I'm watching
well,
this.
you said you watched Worst Witch, and that used to come on YTV at late night. Like, that was like their late night shows.
Yeah, I used to watch The Worst Witch. I used to watch The Worst Witch, and I was at least 5.
Yeah, because I used to be on at least midnights, as I remember, or at least in London when I used to watch, because I used to watch late night TV. And there used to be this weird family about a dentist I used to watch. And then...
Wait. Does it have the chick that plays Madame
Yep.
Hooch? Oh my god, I used to watch it too! What's it called?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I just remember the dentist was the father,
Yeah.
and then she was the mother.
Yeah. As soon as I saw her in Harry Potter, I was like, that's the chick from that show that I don't remember the name of.
Great memory.
And they have a son.
I didn't even smoke weed then.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they have like a deadbeat son and then like the prissy daughter
Yeah,
that they're always like trying to get on get out of dates and stuff like that because they don't want her dating.
And some young kid, like Peter Wiz kid. Like,
Yeah. Oh
nerdy
my
kid.
god. Okay, if anybody knows what show we're talking about, please give us the name of it. She plays Madame Hooch, the flying coach in Harry Potter. You see her in the first movie. Please tell me who the fuck this bitch is. Thank you. Have a good day.
See, there's this thing
That just
called
sounds like
Google.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that sounds like something
It's a-
Google could fix.
It's a beautiful thing. I love this generation.
Well,
of
nobody
Google.
was looking it up, so...
Well, I wasn't sure how to do it. But
And my
then,
phone's nearly dead.
but then you're like, Madam Hooch. And like, oh, I can just look up Madam Hooch.
Hooch.
Hooch. I'm gonna take a hooch.
Hoochie.
Who's got the hooch?
My little sister. She's probably gonna get mad at me for saying that if she listens to this. But my little sister used to call everyone hoochie mamas.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Hoochie mamas, hoochie mamas,
Yeah,
hoochie mamas.
you're a hoochie mama. Yeah, some of the other fun words my little sister used to say was Bojangles.
I love it.
She used to go, mayonnaise! And she'd just do it over and over again. She just loved the word mayonnaise. But she
couldn't say it.
no, she could. She over-enunciated it on purpose. Like,
Oh my God.
Like she's like 3. And she just loved it. She just run around the house for like weeks just going, mayonnaise! And it works. It got you guys.
I like it. That's good. Good material. She got good material.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't have any younger siblings, so...
Update the name of that show.
Yeah.
My Family.
Really?
Yeah, literally. It's that fucking simple.
That's simple. I hate that about TV sometimes, where it's like you're trying to rack your brain for months, just like, what the fuck fuck is it? What the fuck is it? And then it's just like, my family. Really?
Did you guys ever watch Freaky Stories?
Of course.
With the maggot and
With
the cockroach?
Maurice.
Yeah. Maurice the maggot.
It happened to a friend of mine.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Maurice the maggot happened to a friend of mine. Oh my god, that's a throwback.
Yeah, right. Fucking crazy.
Oh, and he was so slimy, and his mouth like would like, and it was so gross, but it was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I loved it. That was a great show. I used to like the cartoon Tales of the Crypt Keeper as well.
Right, that was a good one.
Like the kid version.
Yeah, well, obviously, because you definitely should not have been watching the adult version of Tales of the Crypt.
Well, what was that one with the old guy, the old one, the old version? It was like an '80s version that we used to watch. I don't think it was called Tales of the Crypt.
I was about to say, was it Tales of the Crypt? I was really about to say that.
I don't think so.
Oh, remember, man.
Oh my gosh.
See, like we ran a daycare growing up, so a lot of the shows, the cartoons I watched, I didn't watch. Children around me watched, and I'm like, well, it's better than just not. What am I gonna do? Not stare at the TV?
Right.
Like it's moving colors. Like it's better than fucking nothing. Like,
Fair enough.
Like, what am I gonna look at the carpet?
Yeah.
No, there was this show about like rescue. It was like Rescue Rangers or something, and it's like they were like save people from like tornadoes and like natural disasters.
Yeah,
and
big
crazy.
ass like limbs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
big
they were
ass
just
feet
like
and arms.
they were just like hulky men. Like bulky men. Like there was like a firefighter expert and like a medical expert, and they were all just like super strong, like Arnold Schwarzenegger body types.
Trina knows of this show because I brought it up, and I actually own a couple seasons of the first 2 seasons of it. But do you guys? I don't know if Ryan knows of it either. But the Super Mario Super Show.
Oh my god, I heard about it. I've never seen it.
My brother
God.
probably remembers it, but I don't.
I only got to see it a little bit as a little kid because, again, I was born in '89. I think it went off air in '92 or '91. So I only got to see it a little bit cognitively and remember it.
You got to remember shit from back then?
Kinda, sort of, because I remember watching like certain things, like seeing the guy playing Mario, Lou Balbano, whatever, Albano, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I guess actually my youngest memory is watching Barney.
Right? So, like, yeah.
It's the youngest thing I remember.
Mm-hmm. If that's not brainwashing, I don't know what is.
There was a show that I used to be obsessed with that used to play on Treehouse, and I can't remember. It was like I was really young, and calm down. You don't even know what I'm talking about. And do you? And it had it was in a castle, and it was like they all had a different character and stuff like that. There was like a rag doll and like a nutcracker and a ballerina and stuff like that, and they all had like different stories and stuff. And anybody remember? No, because you guys would not have watched that.
I know what you're talking about because I had nieces and nephews, and I remember my niece liking that kind of show too. And like basically show like a little girl going to bed, and like her dolls and stuff would come to life out of her toy chest.
Yes,
but that's that show.
Oh,
I don't remember what it's fucking called.
Hold on,
I think it's a French show, isn't it? Wasn't it?
I don't remember actually, but I just looked up Treehouse shows, and I'm actually really excited because some of them just came up that I'm like, oh my god, I remember this. Oh, it was called The Toy Castle.
See, yeah, I figured something close.
Is that the one where like they're fucking dancing and stuff in like little clown outfits?
Yeah.
Oh, that one freaked me out. And like no one talked.
Yeah.
They just made sounds at each other. With like a narrator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that fucking doll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck that. Oh, fuck that whole show. I didn't know that's what you're talking about. This is like the fucking horror fucking nightmare fuel shit they made me watch while we were daycare.
Oh God!
And then
have you seen the doll? Do you know what we're talking about?
I know exactly what doll you're talking about. It's the rag doll.
Yeah, and she's got the really, really like 7 foot long arms, like the spaghetti tentacle arms, like.
Yeah, she has. Hold on, I can't find a picture
Annabelle
of it.
in real life.
Oh, and then there was the clown. Maybe this is why I'm afraid of clowns. This is the clown.
Yeah,
that
he's
guy
pretty
was
creepy.
really, really, really not okay.
That is a pretty creepy looking clown.
My sister loved it.
We'll post pictures, but no, I used to watch that show all the time. Yeah, there it is. There's the rag doll on the end. But There you go, buddy.
Yeah, like her arms are like 9 feet long. It's just unnatural. Like, how did you have that much control over it?
I used to watch also there's another show on here that came out.
You know what's one show nobody mentioned?
What's that, Ryan?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got slimed.
Fun story.
I even have a T-shirt from Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah.
Were you a contestant?
Oh, sure.
I fucking wish.
No, we could have been.
Sort of.
When Comic-Con came around in London, what just happened?
Our lights just went out for a second. It's okay. Everything. It's just the lights that went out.
Okay. Anyway, so
Oh, maybe there's a battery or something.
maybe.
Maybe.
So anyway, we were at London Comic-Con and I can't remember his name.
Wink Yahoo.
Yes,
Yahoo, yeah.
Wink Yahoo was at Comic-Con and he was signing autographs and stuff like that. So we talked to him. He was really, really nice. He signed a shirt. Chris got a green Uh-Oh shirt. And they were actually doing a thing where you could, like, they were doing, like, a little mini Uh-Oh thing at Comic-Con. We didn't end up going because we were waiting in line to meet Ralph Garman.
Yes.
But, yeah, it was really fun. It was a good little nostalgic experience. We have a picture, I think, not with him, but one of the things he was sending, like, signing.
Somewhere.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have the shirts, though. I know leopard shirts. I kept that in my drawer and shit like that. Like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
I just actually folded it again.
Did they slime people?
They probably did the little event they had.
Yeah,
they
got
had to
slimed.
have. Because that's like the whole
That's the
fucking
thing.
point. It's
That's
on the
point.
shirt.
It's on the shirt.
There's Uh-oh and a big slime stain.
Anybody remember Seven Little Monsters?
yeah. I see it again because my niece.
Yeah, I think it's the daycare. You know,
I don't know, but when I hear that, I think of Monster by Mistake.
I remember that
my
show
god,
too.
I remember that show too.
The ghost playing the
It was a
tuba
big-
or booga or
Yeah, like
bugle.
I remember that show.
You guys remember My Monster or My Little Monster?
maybe.
It's a kid that like had like little stuffed animal that turned into a little monster creature, and there was like Beastly was the big bad guy creature that would hunt the little boy and his little friend.
I remember George Shrinks.
George Shrinks. I liked George Shrinks. I thought that was a cool show. I don't care. Even like as like a preteen and stuff, I'm like, this is cool. This dude's making little inventions and shit. And like all this shit is actual science. Like now that I'm like kind of figuring it out, I'm like, that actually makes kind of sense. Other than the fact that they're really, really small. Like,
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention, I know it's not a cartoon, but it was a show I did watch a lot growing up. Power Rangers, the original Power
oh
Rangers.
yeah.
Oh, I used to watch that in the mornings before school.
Cartoon or live action?
It's live action.
Yeah, that was the shit.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
I would watch that. I would watch. My morning routine would be Batman, 66 Batman, because it would be on Fox in the morning when I wake up. I'd watch that, and then I'd watch the Munsters, and after Munsters, Power Rangers come on, and then I'd fucking go to work. Or not work, go to school.
Same shit.
And then I go work. Young little man.
Well, I remember because there used to be a time when I was working at this other job, my sanitation job, way back when. And you come home at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would get stoned and fucking put on the original fucking Power Rangers on Netflix. Just get there, and sit down, and fucking get real stoned watching these guys do all these crazy flips and shit while they talk.
Oh man.
The ultimate talkers with your hands.
Yeah. Wow.
So, what are you smoking, Chris?
Oh, explain the strain is here. A little song tune for you there. Getting a little-
Yeah.
Explain the strain is here.
You need to catch a jingle like my random articles.
We'll get there. Hold on. There's explain the strain. So this week on Explain the Strain, we have TWD.28's Blue Dream Sativa.
Which
sounded-
stands for Tweed, because
it?
I know that.
Does it stand for Tweed?
It does stand for Tweed. That's the supplier. That's the brand. That's
Because
the
I know
maker.
Tweed is an actual other brand too. That's TWEED, right? So
Just snatches it out of his hand. Just like, let me see this.
anyways, so Tweed 28 Blue Dream Sativa, whole cannabis flowers. It's I think it's 18% THC.
Pretty
It's not
good.
bad. Yeah, it's Really good stuff.
It's a pretty big fucking bag. How much did you get?
Oh, we got 28 grams from, our local supplier, London Forest City Marijuana.
Yeah.
I think when you buy a bag like this in bulk and they give you like a decent price or a decent amount, like an ounce, and it's just kind of like basic name like that, it's basically like the no frills, no name bag of marijuana.
Which, like, I mean, I'm fine with. It's a good price.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not good.
And
don't get me wrong, because Chris has
it's still
definitely
higher
come
quality.
up with some buds out of here, and I'm like, damn.
Like, it is higher quality than some, crap dirt weed. It is good weed for a good price,
PC craft dinner is better than regular mac and cheese. So that's all I got to say about that.
There you go.
That's facts, folks.
Yeah, that's facts, folks.
Remember back in the day when you used to buy weed from the guy down the street? Yeah. That shit, don't cut it anymore.
I don't fall for that shit no more.
That wasn't even weed half the time. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this bowl and pack a new one.
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to just take this toke right
Oh,
away.
did you mention the percentage on that, Chris?
Yeah, it was like 18.
Yeah, it's 18%. And I was trying to find some more information on it right now, but my phone is being weird and I can't seem to find it.
Confirmed. Tweed at the bottom corner.
What do you mean? It actually says Tweed, as in like...
Yep. It says Tweed, Niagara Falls, and the location where it was produced.
It's Bob.
Okay.
Nope, Smith Falls, not Niagara.
Well, to be perfectly honest, when I opened the bag, I smelled
Smith
like
Falls is not there. It's in Ottawa. Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. On today's episode of Katrina Camp Map.
Hey.
But like she just mapped.
I just mapped.
Wait, did she do it right?
Did she do it right?
I don't know where the fuck Smith Falls is.
That was amazing.
It's in Ottawa.
Is it?
Is it?
I knew somebody from Smith Falls. It's in Ottawa.
True.
I mean,
And which way's Ottawa?
leave me alone.
Okay, I'll stop. But you didn't win there. You did win Katrina Can map.
I can't not map usually, but no is a strong word. It was an online friend, but Smith Falls, Ottawa. Please tell me I'm right.
But he's looking that up. I'm going to finish this, explain the strain. So anyways, I opened the bag and I swear I can smell dill pickle.
It does smell like dill pickle. I won't lie.
It's a weird dilly smell. It's a dilly weed.
Dilly. What is that from?
Yo, Rugrats.
Oh my god.
Dill.
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 So yeah, it has a nice flavor, aroma to it, I find.
I know why I thought about it. It's dilly gaff.
Oh, yes. The aroma is, like I said, dilly. The taste is flavorful of very, what is it? Floral flavors.
I don't know.
Like,
I
it
can't
doesn't really have like the dill flavor in it, like when you taste it. So it doesn't have a dill flavor.
It's just the flower that smells like when you open the bag. It's like, oh,
It's a nice green and orange hairs everywhere on it. And like I said,
we get a lot of green and orange.
oh yeah, that's basically how weed works.
Green and orange.
And
Basically.
Ryan decided to top us off with some diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
Want to explain what these
So-
diamonds are?
Picked up from our lovely dispensary just down the street that you mentioned earlier, Forest City Marijuana.
Yeah.
They had a gram of diamond THCA diamonds for about $44 plus tax. 1 gram.
Damn, that's
which
pretty
is
expensive, but
Like roughly 80 to 90% THC.
that's worth it.
Scary.
Yeah.
That's like oh.
I think it's probably best for like a
Potent.
dab rig, like a dab rig where you have like a controlled heat thing.
Yeah.
Instead of like heating up with a torch, like you've got like here, set it to this temperature. You're good. Because you can like get a heating coil wrapped around it. All right, well, looks like Katrina wants to get messed up.
She wants to get high school high.
High school high is a good kind of high. It's just giggles all the way around, my friend, and I want that.
And when you add these diamonds to this blue dream, hey, you'll get high school high.
Are you ready to be either told you're right, you can map, or wrong, you can't map?
I want to be right, so tell me.
Well, it's close to Ottawa, but it's not in Ottawa.
Oh, you're being semantic.
Well, I mean, you tell me. Here, I'll show you. I'll pass my phone. Smith.
I can figure it out.
Smith Falls is down here on the bottom left, and Autobahn is up there on
Autobahn?
top right. Autobahn.
Welcome to Autobahn.
Going down
Autobahn.
Autobahn.
I used to buy us a sailor.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half away.
Okay, but it's still Ottawa-ish.
That's like saying St. Thomas is still London-ish.
Fuck off! Okay, near Ottawa. Fuck off.
Here, Autobahn.
Near Ottawa.
I'm going to smoke weed on that one.
Can you get...
Yeah, here's your bowl, Katrina.
Thanks. Let's do this. You gave me some nice little crystal topping, so I'm gonna do this now.
Yeah, I think that'll get you high school high. But if it doesn't, I got a couple more.
Okay. No, seriously. The last time when you gave me that hash and I made it to the end of the podcast and then I got out of the podcast and I just broke. I was laughing to the point where I was laughing so hard I started to cry. And poor Spinny is just looking at me. I'm standing over the sink just crying my eyes out for absolutely no reason. He's like,
Because I'm super high too. I'm like, this is all happening.
like, is she laughing or is she crying? She was laughing. Do I go over there? Do I help?
You know, I don't go over there. I don't go over there. Crass.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, wow. Woo, we had that last toke there. Woo. Give me a little bit of head rush there.
Did you get a little bit more into the crystal?
Oh, no, I had enough on there still. I only took a little bit from the first
Yeah,
bit.
I noticed you were sticking to the side of the bowl.
I try to do that from time to time.
Yeah, good old corner.
Yeah, corner toke it. How we play some Moral Dilemma, folks?
Ooh, okay.
I'm down.
Well, I have a question for you. And it kind of comes around to things like time travel and stuff. And I like time travel. An 80-year-old version of you has traveled back from the future. Your future self tells you that after years of searching, they ultimately realize the only person that is your present self. Do you start an intimate relationship with your geriatric future self? B. Reject your future self. Knowingly condemn yourself to a life of empty relationships and ultimately a broken heart.
Wait, okay, so you're saying that you've gone through, like, your 80-year-old self is coming back and telling you that the only person there is in life for you is you?
Yep.
And you either have to go through life knowing you're going to be alone and break your geriatric heart, or
fuck yourself.
Or fuck yourself.
Yeah, basically. Fuck yourself or fuck yourself.
I think that'd be closer to masturbation than anything.
Sounds like Spinny jumped on board pretty quick.
No, just think about it. Is it masturbation? Read the question. Read the question. Hey, pass the card around and read the question.
Let me see this. Let me see.
This is the part of that is moral dilemma.
Well, yeah, I guess it
Is it okay or is it not okay? Like,
well, it'd be okay, I guess. You know, it'd still be you. Future you.
Weird question.
This is actually worded so frickin' stupidly.
Right? It is a little weird, that is. Like, what the fuck?
Seriously,
that
read
is?
this. Read this.
I'm going to read it out loud. I'm going to try
Yes.
again. An 80-year-old version of you has traveled back from the future. Your future self tells you that after years of searching, they ultimately realize that the only person that is present for...
Right?
They just missed...
Right?
There's just a typo. That is.
Yeah.
There's just supposed to be a space between that and is.
Yeah. It's still a little weird, though. There's no, like, for you or, like, love.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense when you read the answer, like, the options, but it's just like, wait, what? Ryan's just like, I'm going to read this to myself.
I'm going to use my inside voice and read this to myself.
Because he can't make sense of it either.
New card.
It's funny that you say that. Because, new card. You are just 5 minutes away from inventing a time machine. You know this because your plan all along was to instantly go back 5 minutes in time as soon as it was finished and introduce yourself to yourself. However, your future twin has some terrible news. Without disclosing any details, he or she tells you that you must die, otherwise a universe-ending paradox will ensue. Do you, A, kill yourself, or B, kill yourself from the future?
Oh my god.
What? Here. Sorry.
Literally, you come back in time by 5 minutes after you make a time travel device.
And you have to kill yourself or yourself.
Yeah, basically, your future self wants to kill you. So do you kill your future self before it kills you? Or do you kill yourself to help your future self?
You're only 5 minutes older, so just let your future self kill you.
That's actually fucking interesting the way to look at it, really.
Say that again.
You're only 5 minutes older, let your future self kill your old self. Or, it only takes 5 minutes to kill your future self, so you'll be that future self in 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I actually think the future self would take hold,
Yeah?
not the past self.
You think so?
Is that true, or is
5 minutes.
that not kind of like the multiverse thing? Like, I don't think it's like the Jet Li 1 movie. Like, I don't think if you kill yourself that you become the next one that takes place in 5 minutes in time.
No, it's not that you become it. You just take that place. Mm-hmm. Your timeline.
Yeah, it's your own timeline.
That timeline is that. And then
So
it would
one of
continue
you
moving
has
forward.
to go, so you might as well just make a choice, and it doesn't matter either way, because you're going to be there in 5 minutes anyway.
I don't know how it would make a universe-ending paradox.
So maybe he's lying. Maybe your future self was lying to you for some weird ass reason.
Maybe. Actually, but maybe it could, because like maybe it's just literally their like parallel universe, multiverse theory.
Yeah.
Like basically I could do this or not do that.
Yeah.
Or in the opposite, I could have said that in the opposite order.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like every decision you make, every little slight action in interaction between molecules and all that jazz. Literally everything that happens makes a new one, makes a new universe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's really weirdly worded.
They're all weirdly worded.
That's the point of the game. For me to figure out how to fucking say it.
It's not a dilemma of morals, it's a dilemma of how to fucking speak it.
I'll be perfectly honest with you.
English dilemma.
If I ever saw in my life another version of myself, for sure, I'm not going to kill myself when I see another version of myself and be like, oh, I guess it's my time to die. I'm like, fuck, that guy is either a synth, a robot, or some fucking freaky ass shit.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think
go.
I don't think I figured this out like that quickly.
man.
No,
and not in 5 minutes. It took me like 7 to 8 minutes while stoned and just calm to think of that.
Fair enough.
Like if that happened, if like my future self came back in time and was like, one of us gotta die,
Well,
I would be like, no, you're not, no. Like,
I mean, I guess your flight or flight would kick in.
to justify that your other question about the other thing being masturbation, would this be considered suicide?
Ooh.
I think because of alternate timelines, I don't think so anymore. It's a different person.
Would it be
Doppelganger.
considered murder?
Well, it's all, of course, you're killing another human being, whether it's yourself or not. Like, I mean,
Is it truly?
it's still the act of murder, because suicide is still murdering yourself.
I think it's just like there's like an infinite number of yourselves.
Can it be
Across parallel universes.
Yeah, that's a damn question right there. That's the damn question right there.
and like there's a version of you that's like the Queen of France.
Yeah.
Can you consider it?
of France. Is that how far is that throwing you back?
Oh my god.
Can you truly consider it murder though? Like if there's no if nobody's.
But they have a whole universe.
If there's nobody going to be missing, like nobody's dying, nobody's truly. I mean, yes.
The people from your timeline would be missing.
You killed somebody, but like you killed yourself, but nobody's actually missing.
Okay.
Per se.
Now, does it qualify? Now, okay, but now, here's where I'm getting a little tricky. Is there a body, or does it just go away?
Well, there's gonna be a body.
Because, like,
still.
obviously, if there's a body, then that shows evidence.
There's ways to get rid of bodies.
There's way around that.
Just Google it. Just go in incognito mode so they don't catch you, though.
Just Google it.
So, what about that
Don't
moral
Google
dilemma?
it. Do not Google that. You will be on a list.
Immediately on the
It's
list.
not a good one.
And if you
Start
guys
getting
wanted me to
ads on
take you
Facebook.
on a random sidetrack, I guess, change topics. Scientists are now questioning whether or not there's actually a supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way.
Like, there might not be.
There might not be. Maybe it's just dark matter. And maybe that just behaves in a way that we didn't understand before.
Now, is this one of your random articles?
Yeah, that's one of my random articles.
Do you have a real random article for us today?
I do have another random article. This one's kind of crazy. Any
Ryan's
animal lovers
random
over there?
Oh, God. Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
This one's not quite as cute as the last one I sent you. But it's fucking intense. Like, this could be the largest land mammal ever.
Land mammal.
Land mammal?
Prehistoric land mammal ever. So it's it's not
Bigger than
around
the
anymore.
long-
Okay, prehistoric, that's...
Yeah.
Bigger than the long necks. The blue whale. Bigger than the
Long
blue whale.
necks.
Long neck was dinosaur.
Three horns
But
don't play with
We're
long necks.
What I am referencing is a rhinoceros that is taller than a giraffe.
Oh.
Is that not terrifying? Like,
That's a big ass.
a rhino's already scary. Like, you don't get out of your Jeep when there's a rhino outside.
That's a dino rhino.
That was adorable.
Episode name.
Yep.
Gosh. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be terrifying, man. You imagine a rhino that stands taller than a giraffe. And I can link that article.
Yes, yes. We'll have that on the show notes like last week or so.
Dang you.
A couple
That's
months ago.
intense.
How are we doing nowadays?
We'll figure out a system and we'll get around to actually making it work. A system that is consistent. A consistent system.
A consistent.
A consistent.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Here it comes.
Tank and Dabby. You. I don't even remember the word.
It's okay.
What word?
The word we were just saying. A consistent.
Yeah.
A constant system. A
A
consistent.
system.
Anyway, I'm done. Oh, I have a tote packed.
Nice.
I don't even
know
know
what?
what the fuck we're talking about a constant system for.
I've lost it too. I don't know what we were talking about.
Well, that one's gone.
Friends for dinner. We're
Well,
gonna have friends.
Lawsuits.
One more question for us from Moral Dilemma. And this one doesn't have to do with time travel, at least this time.
Okay. All right. Is this one a little more make sense-ish? That didn't make sense at all.
Sure. Let's go with sure. You are the captain of a ferry. The boat suddenly starts to sink with 300 passengers aboard. There is very little time, likely just 5 minutes before the boat is completely submerged. Do you, A, save yourself first? The whole down with the ship thing is just so last century. B, attempt to save the passengers and risk your own life. You can't swim. Great career choice.
Well, first of all,
She can't swim.
I can swim.
Just do not like to.
Unless it's a pool, no.
You're a good floater.
I'm a great floater. The thing is, here's the thing, okay? I wouldn't be on a boat. I wouldn't be on the ferry to begin with. That would have been a no-go for me. But if I absolutely had to...
Well, you would have saw Captain of Fairies and maybe thought, ooh, I can, like, have a little fairy thing that can captain around, like, you know, people like little fairies and
I'm
stuff.
just a captain of actual fairies. Yeah. That's what I think it is, because I'm that dumb. Yeah. No. No. But if I was really in that situation, sorry, people, you decided to go on the boat. Save your fucking selves. I'm out, bitches. If I had to be on that boat.
To get on another boat. To get off that boat.
I hate boats. I hate boats.
In order to get off the boat, you'd have to get on a smaller boat.
I don't like boats. I hate boats.
I used to boat down the river in Port Bruce in a styrofoam dinghy.
You're ridiculous.
Like a styrofoam boat.
Okay, I know
That sounds
exactly.
terrifying.
Well, the thing, yeah, it seems bad, but also at the same time, it was pretty sturdy. It was thick styrofoam. It was compressed styrofoam. It was fine. Also, not only that, it floats naturally.
That seems like the bare minimum.
I'm saying not only is the buoyancy there, like styrofoam also just floats. If the thing just ever capsizes, it's not just a chunk of metal hitting the bottom of the floor. It's like a piece of styrofoam. Like it'll still float with water in it. It'll be like, oh, it's bloop bloop bloop. It'll just sink up.
Sink up. Right, Beale, high school, they used to have boat day or some shit like that, where the people would try to make makeshift boats and then try to put them in the pool at the school.
Pool at the school. Sorry.
And they would try to make it from one end to the other without the boat sinking to the bottom of the fucking pool.
Like the cardboard boats.
Yeah, cardboard boats, basically. It'd be so fun to watch. People just trying to fucking bring that boat there by patting their fucking arms in that water, and you just see their boat just slowly get drunk or more down more and more.
Yeah.
No, you see, my stepdad, when we were living out in Port Bruce, right, because my parents lived out in Port Bruce for a bit, he had his boat out there, and we went out, and the first couple times it wasn't so bad. Like, as long as we were like moving, I was okay. But as soon as he stopped it on the water and we started to rock, I was like, I went absolutely green. I get so seasick.
So sick.
So sick. But so I get to the point where, like, okay, we all know my fear of open water. I can tolerate the beach to a point. I'll go up to about my waist, and then I'm about done, right? We were out in the middle of Lake Erie, right? And he's getting us to jump off the back of the boat and shit like that, and I'm freaking out, but I did it. It was fun. I got over it, you know. We get back into the boat, and we're just sitting there, and I'm like, I can't do this. I'd rather be in the water right now. And we had like one of those inner tubes with us, right? So we tied it to the boat, and I sat because we were out on the water to watch fireworks, right? Yeah. It was for like Canada Day or whatever, or Father's Day, which is ironic because that's coming up. But
it's actually now.
It's technically it's in we're in the AMs right now, so
when we're recording this, when this comes out, it's gonna be like weeks away. So
fair enough. But still, so it was like Father's Day or Canada Day, so one of the two, and we're out on the water, and I literally had to sit in the inner tube because I could not be on the boat. I was so green. Second time we went out on the boat, I had to get off. I got off the boat, got on the dock, walked to the car, and laid in the back of the car. My mom came and checked on me, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Oh. And she was like, "You're not okay. You're literally green right now." And that was my last boat ride. I don't do boats.
To be honest with you kind of look a little green right now.
Might be the lighting.
Definitely lighting.
We all look a little green.
Yeah, no.
Boats, I know. I'm just messing
boats
with
and Trina don't mix.
That was a weak joke.
I mean, these are the jokes I'm known for. I think I'm the funniest person on the planet.
We know.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
I'm very high.
I'm getting pretty stoned, yeah.
Well, any other moral dilemmas?
No, I think I read the last one, and you didn't answer.
Yeah, what was your answer? Would you leave them to fend for themselves, or would you go down with the ship and try and save the passengers, or would you fend for yourself and say screw it?
For the ship?
Yeah.
I would get as many people off as possible, but I don't think going down with the ship is brutally necessary. Like, I'm not responsible for everybody getting off the ship, but I will take as much responsibility as possible until the very last minute, like, and then I have to get off.
Spoken like a manager. Sorry, Ryan.
Well, I mean, I'm responsible for him.
No, that's all.
I'm a running.
Fuck you.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't like take off with the boat with only me in it. I'd be like, hurry up, come on. All right, go grab the other boat, guys. Bye. I'm leaving.
Spinny's gonna tell them what to do while he's leaving.
No, you get
Well,
that.
I hope they would just be already grabbing the other one. Hopefully there's no more than one.
Execute the safety plan. I'll see you on the shore.
You guys got this, right? Okay, see us.
Yeah, you guys got this. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Looks back over the shoulder. They're fine. They're fine. It's fine. I got 1, 2. Oh, I could have maybe fit 3 more, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's
totally
fine.
gonna be fine.
Turns around, the boat's now on fire. So it's still fine. It's still fine. It's fine.
It may be not fine. It may be not fine.
It's no longer fine.
That wasn't my boat, right? Oh, that was a different boat. Yeah, for sure. That was.
If I don't turn around, nothing happened.
This moral dilemma. That means I get a boat. I at least had one. That's pretty cool. Like in this fictional scenario.
Yeah.
Would you want a boat?
I'd fuck with a boat.
Kind of.
You'd fuck with a boat?
You fuck in a boat?
Both.
Well, why not?
Oh, that escalated quickly.
I don't like boats. They're awful.
You know what? Let's go for a round 2 on this. You know what? If you're asking for some, I think I'll go for some.
You know what?
I'll take some crystal.
Yeah, let's
me.
let's hit it up. Lit up.
Lit up? Is that what you said?
I said let's hit it up.
I think it's. Alright. I heard that, but I thought you said lit it up after.
I have a little bit.
Sure, but I ask that you hold this bowl for 1 second because I gotta get the lid off. Okay. I thought you were just gonna be like, it'll balance.
No, this is a safer place to hold it.
Indeed. Very much more safer. Thank you. That's my bowl you're dealing with.
All right, thank you, Spinny.
That's my bowl of weed
Well,
you're messing with.
actually, it's my bowl of weed.
What?
What?
But
Oh, do you guys remember Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Did
Did you guys see that show at all?
Katrina, how was that last night with the crystal? Was it too much? Was it not enough? Do you want more? Do you want less?
I could take some more.
Okay.
I ain't no bitch.
Okay.
That was so sarcastic. What the fuck? Okay. Well, thank you, Ryan. That's good. Tell me how you really fucking feel. Piece of shit.
All right, I get it. Katrina ain't no bitch.
At least not when it comes to weed. Spinny, what are you doing?
I don't know. I am so high.
You just... Okay, for those who can't see what the fuck I'm staring at, he's literally got his mic, like, right face level, like, in the middle of his face, and he is leaning his face against his pop filter, just like, and staring into space he's doing.
I'm fighting the yawns, man. I'm fighting the yawns.
And I just look over, and it's just like deadpan.
It is getting pretty late.
Yeah, this is a late one.
Bad yawn. Bad yawn, no yawn.
Is that gonna be your mantra?
Okay, I hear what you said now, but all I heard was bad yun, no yun. And I'm like, bad onion? What? Like, but you said...
Bad yawn, no yawn, onion.
But you said bad yawn, no yawn, and I'm like, are you speaking a different language? Like, I didn't actually hear what the words were.
Like,
I thought I was high.
Oh, hey, look, more weed.
Yeah. All right.
Weed.
All right.
Did you top me off yet, homie?
Yo.
No?
How are you feeling about the last amount, Sweaty?
That amount was good.
Okay.
Just fuck me, I guess.
Completely ignoring you.
That is true. I am the best. That didn't sound conceited at all, did it?
Nope. Not at all.
You know why I did you last? You know why I filled your bowl last, Chris?
Is that what you're calling it now?
Is that what
Filled your bowl.
Filled your bowl. Because I figured I'd be sitting there scooping chunks for a couple seconds. I was like, Spinny, it's just like one, doop, you're done.
That is true. Okay. I'll forgive you.
Talking about ships going down with the ship, man. I just put a frickin' iceberg on my fucking bowl.
God.
An iceberger.
Iceberger.
Well, I'm ready to go down the ship, man.
Yo, so you're down to clown.
Always down to clown, brother. Right. Always down to clown.
Well, while we're getting that set up, you can always find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Twitter is at Always More Pod.
Instagram, you can find us at Always Room for More Podcast as well.
Even a Facebook page, same thing. Always Room for More Podcasts.
Yeah. You're getting pretty used to it by now. You should pretty much know all our social medias. But if you're new, you might not know. So
There's sometimes, like Stanley said, sometimes every book is a new person's book, first person's book.
you got there eventually.
Yeah, certainly. Kind of butchered it a bit,
It's fine. It's fine.
People know. They know.
You didn't plagiarize.
You guys listen. You know what I mean. You guys understood. You got me. We're like fucking brainwave.
We're on the same wavelength. We're right here.
You're listening.
I don't think they're synced up, though. I think something's off kilter.
Well, they probably need to smoke some weed.
Well, I want to smoke this weed, so
So I think everybody's got a nice little topping on their bowl.
Oh, yeah.
light it up.
Light it up. That's some good shit. That's some good shit.
Okay. Thanks for coming along for the high. Because there's always room for more.